Good play from Serena Luca. Finding angles. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Master League. Now, after the last stream, we of course won the league and qualified automatically for the Champions League as well, which meant that we had an interesting summer ahead of us where we obviously needed to improve. Now, naturally, we dipped into the transfer market and brought a few new faces in, and also changed the tactics as well, as you can see on the screen. But first, let's talk about some of the new names. One of the first ones I want to talk about is Jose Font. He came through the academy and already looks the business. We played some preseason games and he has looked pretty solid when he has been involved. We also brought in this left back, Teixeira, who is in the same sort of build as Abdel Rahim, and he is very, very promising. Very, very, very promising. We also got Ortigoza from the youth team. He's come through and honestly, potential wonder kid. I'm going to say it now. He's someone that I think is going to kick on and be an absolute beast for us at this team. But of course, the biggest signing was that we managed to finally bring in Pellegrini. 19 years of age, so we didn't have much chance to sign him. Obviously, if he turned 20, we wouldn't be able to bring him in. But we managed to get him. And, I mean, he hasn't settled in so well at the moment. He's still finding his feet. But we've got him in. We've got time to bed him in. Obviously, Kralipu is still firing. Lobato is still doing what Lobato does as well. So there's time for Pellegrini to kick on and show us just how good he can be. Now, preseason itself didn't go so well. We played in the International Champions Cup, of course, because we won the league. And came up against the sort of teams that we're going to face in the Champions League. And it was definitely a rude awakening, a definite kick up the arse. So we went 1-0 up against Porto, and then they immediately pegged us back with 2 goals either side of the break, and then just completely outplayed us for the rest of the match. Same with Galatasaray as well, just outclassed us. And Inter Milan, we should have beaten them. Definitely should have got at least a draw, but just a bit of defensive frailty cost us in the end. Lukaku with the winner there. However, we played in the Super Cup, and again, it was just a draw against PES United, but we managed to win that on penalties. So hopefully that will give us some positive momentum going through into the season opener today against Almkendorf. All right, league opener, we've got a press conference. How do you feel going to your first match of the new season? Honestly, a little bit nervous. A little bit nervous. Now, of course, our objective is to retain the league title. A strong start is key to taking the title. I think so. Yeah, absolutely. There we go. We're looking for a win and we're feeling very confident. All right, season opener. We've got a tough side, but there's no reason to fear them. The supporters have given it all out there today. Let's do the same. Absolutely. Inspirational team talk there. All right, let's pick our first starting 11 for the season. So, the new tactic, which I haven't addressed yet, it's basically gives us the opportunity to have a bit more in terms of numbers in the middle of the park. But then when we do get the ball, the players will spread out into the sorts of positions we expect from them. So Dembele will go out onto the right and Lobato will kind of step up and support Kralipu in attack. Now, as for a starting lineup, well, Dembele is not quite feeling things, which is unfortunate to say the least. So I think we will go with De La Vega out there. And also I'm going to take Bois off and put in Ortigoza, who has been very, very good in the games he has played. So I'm going to start him. Alright, I think that's pretty much how I'm going to go for it. Alright, that's a pretty strong lineup there. Let's do this. So, here we go. Serena Luca opening the season, hopefully in style, at home against Alkendorf. Set to be a tough one. This is a team that definitely causes problems in spells at points last season, but we are definite favourites here now. Can we retain the title? Well, this is the first step in finding that out. Let's do this. We are underway now for the first time this season. First of hopefully many times this season, as we now have the opportunity to challenge on 3 fronts. Oh, Lobato, that's excellent. Clips it in. Kailapu can't win the header. Ortigoza with a good interception there. Great ball into Kailapu. He's got Lobato on the run. Oh, it's a poor pass. Serena Luca just controlling the game here. Not panicking. And Lobato, oh, couldn't quite get his shot away. Kailapu can't get his on target. Good build-up. Very good build-up. Kailapu just couldn't quite wrap his foot around that. Font should win this header. Does. Now we're back on the ball. They're going for the long balls here, but we've got 2 defenders who are very, very solid in the air in Ampadu and Font. So they're really not going to get much joy out of that, you would think. Finds De La Vega. Charging down that right-hand side. Gets the cross in. Kailapu jumps for it, but beaten to it. Again, it's just another long ball from the opposition. And Ampadu is equal to all of these. He's happy for them to continue doing that because he feels like he can get the best of them at any given point. And it is another one. And there we go, that defensive partnership again, just completely infallible as Kailapu tries to get through there. And the referee gives nothing for the challenge. Takimoto now to Enomoto. Armada. Kailapu in the box, shoots! Oh, it's a good save. It's a good play from Serena Luca. Finding angles. Kailapu, oh, it's hit the post and he's got to be kicking himself. That was a chance to go 1-up before the half. And the referee blows his whistle. Alkendorf have been pretty much pegged back in their own half this entire game. But Serena Luca have got to put it in the back of the net. They've got to make this count. Lobato gets that cross in. Kailapu, oh, he's got to start winning these headers because with them sitting back like this, that is going to be probably the only service that is going to get reliably. And Oswald now, he's got into the box, but there's no way he was going to get past Abdul Rahim there. Always confident in his recovery. Lobato gets into the box. Oh, tries to cut that back. Takimoto. Armada. Ortigoza. Still Ortigoza does well. Finds Abdul Rahim. Gets it back to Ortigoza. Oh, that's brilliant football, and Almada can't get his shot on target. We're playing good stuff here. We're playing very good stuff, just can't get it in the back of the net. Kailapu. Lobato turns his man. He's got the pace from McKinnon. Oh, and just overruns it a little bit there. That's definitely what he needs to do more of, though. Oh. Should have just hit it. Honestly, should have just hit it. Enomoto doesn't cover that. Banti! I cannot believe it. They've had one shot all game and they've scored it. I cannot believe it. How have we lost this game? There's a good ball down the flank. Enomoto was just a little bit too soft there. Ampadu, that was not great from him either. I mean, to be fair, the ball has phased through his foot there, which is interesting. And literally in the 2nd minute of stoppage time, the game is over and we lose our first match of the season. Not ideal at all. Not the start we wanted. That was literally their only shot of the game. Well, not a great start to defending our championship. Let's put it that way. Well, the fans are not happy. Not happy at all. And could we be under some early pressure already? After one game? Surely not. Oh my goodness. What? Kuala won the European Best Player Award. What? I mean, we'll take it, but Jesus Christ. That is absolutely crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Look at that. Like, he won by a mile as well. Aguero was 2nd, and then Mbappe in 3rd. That is absolutely mental, but we will take that. Well, let's get into our 2nd game of the episode against Magua Perena. And, oh, I tell you what, the form is battering us here. We're losing a lot of key players here, but Teixeira's going to step in, which isn't much of a problem. He's nearly as good as Abdel Rahim. Font can come out and Panzo can come in again. That's a pretty nice swap. Lobato is the player that's going to be missed the most here, but we can put De La Vega in. We've got decent squad depth now. We're getting there. It's not perfect, but we're certainly getting there. Okay. Match number 2 in the league. And we need to bounce back from that opening day loss. Kuala recently crowned the best player in Europe over the last season. Let's see if we can continue to deliver the goods again this year. Still yet to get off the score sheet in the league. But surely that won't take too long for a player of his calibre. Armada picks it up and takes over. Loses out to Rubiales though. Now Farinos. Ampadu's got a job to do here. And Teixeira doesn't get there. And we just about get that clear. As I guess this one long. Kuala wins that header and finds Dembele, whose touch takes him straight into De La Fuente, who's completely controlling the middle of the park today. Now Estevez. It's a good save. De La Vega just checked his run at the last second. If he'd committed to that run, it would have been a goal up by now. But there's Dembele. Oh, and just no one picking up on it. Referee, if they score from this, I can't believe we didn't give anything for that. There's a certain foul in the build-up. The referee waved play on, but now Teixeira He's in action down that left-hand side. Kailapu can challenge for this. Decided to go for the volley rather than the header, which was an odd choice. Definitely didn't pay off. Inamoto does well, but loses out to De La Fuente. Estevez. Now Farinos. Farinos scores. That's painful. They've hit us on the counter there and absolutely punished us. This is going to be a hard season. We knew it already. This team massively overperformed last year. And reality's hitting us like a ton of bricks right now. Kailapu. Dembele couldn't get a touch on it. Oh. Inamoto now gets the cross in, and it's behind everyone anyway, and cleared. And at half time we're a goal down. Not looking good at all. We've had a terrible, terrible half. No shots at all. The fans are definitely going to be on our neck. Oh, we could be in trouble. Estevez over the top. Panzo's got some catching up to do. And we are sinking without a trace right now. Ampadu at fault for that. Just again stepped up with his man, didn't turn quickly enough. There was nothing Panzo could do to cover. Gets it back again. De La Vega turns his man. Gets the cross in. Oh, Kailapu wasn't going to meet it. Now Rubiales could come away with this. Finds De La Fuente. Gets the ball back to Estevez, and it's a good save. Takimoto. Almada. Oh, almost there for Kailapu. It's a well-worked move again. Just not quite enough end product there, Takimoto. And Almada's pass there. Not as good as it needed to be. Alright, let's do this. Fresh legs on, hopefully to make a change here. Risky ball there, but we come away with it. Kailapu. And his pass is not good enough. Causes us more problems than it solves. Pellegrini. Kailapu. Pellegrini turns his man. Shoots! Oh, it's a good save. Needed to be because that was on target. It's too little, too late. And 2 losses on the bounce to start the season. That's not the way this was supposed to go. And it seems we're going to end this episode in the relegation zone. Not a good start to the second season at all. But that is it for this episode. We'll be back next time with a match against PSG in the Champions League. That is going to be a tough one. We're on bad form. We haven't won a game this season. And PSG are going to be a tough team for us to try and get our first win against. But that is going to have to be in the next episode. Thank you all for watching. And until next time, take care. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that. I'll see you next time.